All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back live at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. We're playing in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. And we've got another great matchup for you in this round of 16. Ashley Burrows, WPBA, ranked number 5, taking on Joanne Ashton, ranked number 8. We've got Joanne in the pink shirt here, the jam-up sweater, breaking off to start this set. These women are going to play a best of 3 sets, racing to 4. And if they each win one set, the third set will be a spot shot shootout. We saw a doozy of one on the arena table this morning. World Billiard TV on YouTube, guys. Make sure you go check them out. Amazing match this morning between the Fishers. Went to a shootout. Doesn't get more exciting than that. I won't spoil what happened for you guys. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Ashley Burrows here, playing the 1 off the 9. No, just playing the safety and playing it very well. Nice way to start off the match, putting your opponent in jail, seeing what they're made of right away. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube, everyone. I'll follow along with the chat on both as much as I can. Make sure you're sharing the stream on the Facebook. Click the thumbs up button on the YouTube. Great match here. Let's show these players some love. So what angle does she have here? 2 rails between the 2-5 just to make contact. This is not easy. Not easy at all to get that ball to straighten out there. Ball in hand for Ashley. Ashley from New York. We got Joanne from Alberta. It's a USA-Canada battle here at the Canada Open. Good shot there. Nice, powerful stroke to get up table for the 2. 3's near the side pocket, the red 3. The purple 4, I think, will have to go on the bottom left or the bottom right, but I'm not sure it passes the 6 into the bottom right. Got some Calgary fans tuning in, cheering on Joanne Ashton. If you guys happen to be in the Red Deer area or not too far away, take a drive down, come watch. It's free to get in, no charge to join the event, and plenty of seating to watch the matches. So she may roll through and play the 4 on the opposite side, but I think just soft draw back, clear the 5. Should be okay. Oh, and she's taken a completely different route, and it's going to work out just fine. 4 in the same side pocket. These camera angles can be a little deceiving on how much angle these players are faced with. You'll notice Ashley approaches the ball very straight as well. Good fundamentals, which a lot of these ladies that have made it this deep in the tournament have. She's pretty far away from this 5. She's going to need a good shot here. I haven't seen her look at the 8 yet, so I assume it passes the 10 into the lower right corner. Apologies for the motion in the ocean there. Just a little kicked tripod. Joanne just getting out of Ashley's sight, I think, there. What a shot here, but what's she going to be left with? Not a whole lot. Does she have that roll-up safety onto the 7 ball? Or does she need to clip the left side of the 6 and tuck it off the end rail back onto the 7? Looks like that's what she's doing. And very well played. Joanne's going to be kicking again. I think off the right side rail here, the 6 ball's pretty big, and she might be able to keep the cue ball down here near the 7, possibly sending the 6 towards the left side and up table. The other option is try to pot the 6 in the lower left, send the cue ball up table, and if the 6 banks out near the 7, that should be a good shot. Cue ball might even tuck in behind the 9. Oh, and she went with the first side, which was hit the bottom half of the 6. All right, Rod joining me again. Just in time, too. First frame still.
Nice.
I knew you'd like that frame. You watch a lot of snooker, too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ashley with a long shot on the 6. She played a really good safety. Joanne played a really good kick and left a ton of distance. And she's just going to play the side to side, but it's going to end up over the side. That one gets away from me all the time when I play it.
Yeah, just a touch harder would have been perfect. Would have been over the pocket.
A touch softer, too. Leave it up on that side rail a little higher.
That's right.
So Joanne looked at the 8. I think it clears. I think it's got lots of room. So she'll want to get to the end rail here for an angle on the 7. Oh, she's going to take the opposite angle here. Thought she might float that one and take the other angle, but that's dependent on if the 8 goes. If the 8 doesn't go, then this angle is good. She can develop it.
Yeah. Pretty deep in the pocket, though. How do you deal with these shots, Ben, when they're deep in the pocket? Do you try to use more draw, or do you just watch the amount of contact from the cue ball on the object ball?
Yeah, I think you just try to contact it in the right spot, assuming the horn isn't in play.
Yeah, so when the horn is in play, I guess that's when you likely just go with a draw. Then,
That's when you got to kind of draw it. Or if you're on a funny line, and I think she's going to draw it here, so she might just have a bit of an awkward angle.
Going for the breakout.
She was breaking it out, so it didn't go. And she's got a shot here. She's got a side bank. It lays pretty good. You can move this one closer if you want.
That's okay, same
You
thing.
can see? Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's the same comments anyway, right?
Yeah. I got the YouTube over here, but they don't comment too much. And it doesn't load all the time, so.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the YouTube yet. I don't really stream on there.
Yeah, usually the comments will come up on here, but
You got to watch out for like spam bots. There's lots of spam bots.
we had an issue in Vegas with that, and somebody gave us a great tip, and we resolved it right away. All you had to do was make it so subscribers only chat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And oddly enough, when we had high viewership,
yeah.
they subscribed and still spammed us.
Really?
But then we got more subscribers, so.
Yeah, no, they're pretty persistent.
Yeah, for sure. But it seems to be, we haven't had a problem this event at all with it, so. the subscriber-only chat is great.
Mm.
That's a tough shot from distance there, especially in
Gonna get
game
lucky,
number
though.
1, right?
Well, a little lucky, I guess.
If it was game number maybe 3 or 4, she might be a little more dialed in on the stroke. These ladies were a little bit late starting this match, too. So this match was scheduled to start at 12, and it didn't start till about 12:45. So they're just sitting there itching to play. You know, I've been in that spot so many times. I'm like, come on, let's go. I just want to play.
Yeah.
And so they didn't get full practice in either. Let's say you play first round in the morning. You can show up an hour and a half early and hit balls, right?
That's right. You can get into a good groove before you start playing.
This one, they got to hit 1 rack each.
Yeah.
And then it was go time. Stun this one behind the 9. She's got to make sure she hits it hard enough to get the 8 around table. Or just freeze up on the 9, then it doesn't matter. She got the safety for sure. David Wilson in the house. What's up, pal?
Oh, yeah, she's locked up.
Yeah, I can't quite tell now, but see when she's right frozen to it. So nothing doing there, as they say. She's going to have to kick off the end rail. She doesn't have that side rail behind the 8, so she's got to kick this top rail. Right where she's standing. Somewhere around the middle diamond. I try to find the line that scratches me in the side if the 8 wasn't there. And then I just try to make the 8 in the side. And if you miss the 8 in the side, it might bank down table. It might even get cover behind the 10. Oh, but it didn't check over enough, and she missed the hit.
And a ball in hand is going to help out this table.
That's sort of another factor of first game of the match. You know, they haven't really figured out the slide of the rail yet, so they'll adjust as the match goes on. They don't get number 5 and number 8 rank by not adjusting.
That's right.
Joanne with a really great chance to put the first game on the board here. Straight through, straight on the 9 is perfect. Stop shot 10 in the side, 1-0 Joanne. She does just that. Racing a 4 here. If you're just tuning in, we're at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. We're in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. Nice venue, right, Rod?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I honestly, the whole setup, I did a little walkthrough on my Facebook page when we first set up, and as soon as I walked around the corner, like it's just such an impression immediately. Just a beautiful setup. And these Predator tables just look incredible, man. With the arena lights on top, oh, it's just a beauty, I'm telling you.
We're spoiled pool players, right?
Yeah, and another thing I want to mention is that, like, this is a team event, right, and a singles event and all that stuff, but everybody around here, like, so many of them are wearing JAMA Predator shirts, and it's just colorful, and, like, it feels like you're in a big event, a big competition event.
That's right. Johnny Hendrick wants to know if it's been decided if the 2023 event will be in Calgary or Edmonton. It has not been decided. Joanne with that powerful break makes a ball, but the 6 spoils the day. She'll be playing a push out here. If you're new to rotation pool, you can play a push out after the break and only after the break. You can put the cue ball anywhere. You can touch any ball, pocket any ball. But it's your opponent's option to take the shot or make you shoot. And so you'll see this is sort of the strategy with a push out, is not leave your opponent a shot, force a tough safety or a bank with no shape, something like that. Ashley will try to tuck this one up under the red 3, I believe. And she goes the opposite way.
She's got a nice
tucks the
wall of
1
balls
under
here to
the
block
3.
it.
Oh, yeah, she did have a nice wall, but it didn't quite get there.
No, just a bit more would have been perfect.
Probably see Joanne call the bank just in case it goes in, but she won't really be hoping it goes in. She's going to be playing the cue ball back down table. That's the kind of shot you call just in case. I've had the pleasure of playing Scotch doubles with Joanne a couple of times in various tournaments. She's a very smart player.
Yeah, so you know her pretty well then. You know her game.
Yeah, very well. Very well. We've played a big team event a couple of years, the Alberta Cup.
Oh, almost went in. Good thing she didn't make it. She would have been in a tough spot.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was referring to, is she didn't want it to go in. She called it just in case. And it's kind of, the theory is you call it, and if it goes in, you're shooting, even if you're hooked. If you didn't call and it went in, you're hooked, you're shooting anyway.
Yeah, because your opponent has the choice to give it back to you.
That's right.
It's one of those weird rules that's slightly different than 9-ball. Right?
Yeah, just, it's like a one-off 10-ball rule, right, where they can put you back in. So it's best just to call it in case you don't hook yourself and you can see it, right?
It doesn't. Isn't 7-ball something like that too? Like 7-ball, if the person fouls, no matter what the foul is, the opponent can give them the table back.
Yeah, 7-ball was like that too, yeah. Snooker, I guess, similar, right? You can make them shoot again.
7-ball is a game that they try to show for a little bit on TV, but then it just kind of went away.
Somebody brought this up like in the first day of the event. They should bring back 7-ball, and I was thinking, no, they shouldn't.
It's a little different of a game, yeah.
They're going the other way. We need to make it harder, not easier.
Yeah.
7-ball is too easy. 9-ball is too easy. And they're trying to make that harder too, change the break rules and the rack rules and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Joanne with a long one, but shape is pretty natural.
Did you ever get a chance to play bonus ball?
I didn't, but I had some good chats with Barry while he was here. I watched it a ton when it first came out.
It was a pretty interesting game. Very difficult, but high concentration.
Yeah, I liked the idea of it. And the players, they tried to get behind it, but, you know, just didn't catch on.
No.
So Joanne misses the cut, but gets second prize. Ashley's going to have to go 2 rails to hit this one, send it hopefully between the 6-7, and leave the cue ball around the 10. Or under that wall of balls, the 4, 7, 9, 6. She's got a lot of places to hide here if she gets the 1-up table. David Harding just checking in. How's it going, pal? Oh, such great control there.
Yeah, nice touch shot right there. Beauty.
It might have leaked out a little, but she hit it really good. Good speed for something fortunate to happen, you know?
I think it's tight, but I think she has enough to make it.
She'll need to control shape on the 2. I think the natural line kind of sends the cue ball into the 2, and you don't want to do that. So she's going to need to elevate.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little tricky.
Or spin it lots. She looks like she's just going to spin it a lot.
Right into the 2 and push the 2 to the corner instead.
She might be able to miss it. Oh, yeah. I kind of always thought the line was going towards the 2 or the corner. I think she had to elevate there, but it must have been a little thinner than it looked on camera as well.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it looked like she could barely see it. But it was there. You're not going to not go for it when you can see enough to make it.
She had to go for it. Yeah, there was no easy safety there or anything like that.
At that point, you're hoping that the pockets are like a snooker table and it just spits the ball out.
That's right. So Ashley's going to keep it simple from the 2 to the 3 here. The 4 to the 5 will be the key shot after that. The work's done.
Yeah, and then she's got a back cut angle here, so she's going to move slightly over to the left, and she may end up straight on this 4.
She ended up with the wrong angle on the 4. Yeah, it's hard to get the correct angle. She'll have the angle where the cue ball's going towards the side pocket.
She missed the shot. She was trying to get the angle on the 4 for the shape on the 5.
She almost had to miss the shot to get the correct angle on the 4, right?
Yeah. She meant to come off slightly harder for the shape on the 3, but you know, it is what it is.
I think she took it for granted a little, the 2 to the 3, to be honest. I don't think she was precise enough.
Yeah. Because it just looks so easy, right?
Yeah, and I do that constantly, for sure. I'm the first one to do that. I just motor over there, and I'm like, I'll just figure it out after.
Yeah.
And then I'm dead. I have no shot. Maybe I should have looked first.
Maybe, sure, yeah. So she's in a kind of a funny spot here, too, because she needs to get the same shape that Ashton was trying to get so she can get onto the 5.
Yeah, equally tough spot, and this side pocket is super tight from this angle.
She might have to go to the corner because of it.
And come back and forth, yeah. Tough shot.
Yeah, she had to go to the corner.
Oh, look at that. She hit the heart of the pocket, too.
And she's got a good angle if it gets over enough. I don't know if she's got it. It kind of shows you a little bit there, but you can't quite tell.
Yeah, you can't quite tell
I
from
think
the
she can
side
see
view
half
either.
the ball.
I think she's got enough. And I don't think you can play this with, like, low right spin anyway, since the side pocket's there. So
yeah, it's so close.
Inside will help her throw this in if she can't quite see enough of it.
If she tries to go forward with inside spin, she'll run into that 7 ball, and she'll end up funny on that 5 as well.
That's right.
I think in this case, maybe I don't even go for the shot. Maybe I'll just play it safe instead. You can use the 7 and 8 as blockers.
Oh, my goodness. She had more than enough, and she absolutely speared it. What a shot.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
And to miss the side pocket there is super tough on these tables because they want to grip the bottom right away. Jim Murray wants to know if there's any discounted Arcos 2 balls after the tournament.
That's a good question. I was going to ask them, too.
That is a good question. I'm not sure if there will be. I think they just use them again.
Yeah, those are just tournament balls.
They're just tournament balls. They clean them, and they look brand new every time. They don't really hold chalk much, so.
Yeah, and they don't, like, it's not like they let these balls run all day long and then they switch them. They're switching them throughout the whole day, and they're cleaning them and resetting them.
Yeah, in the women's event here, they've been changing them every match. They change out the balls. They wipe down the tables, so.
Great shot.
Man, she is dialed right now. Look at this.
Come on, baby, right there.
She's going to get a shot. And the way she's been spearing it in, this shouldn't be too bad. I mean, this is pretty tough, but.
But you're more focused on just the shot here because the 9 ball's sitting over the pocket, right? So you're going to have a pretty easy shot on the 7 ball no matter where you end up.
Yeah, worst case, you got to play like a combo or something. But I think she's okay here. It's pretty thin. If she's going to try to cut it in the top right, I think she's got to play it in the top left.
I feel like that's it, too.
Just swing it around a little bit.
Tougher to see, too, because you're closer at the 6, and the angle's a little tight.
That's right.
You ever have a tough time with those shots when, like, you're within a chalk length of the shot and you got to back cut it to see it?
Yeah, it's very blind pocket, too, right?
Yeah, because you're not really seeing the pocket at that point. You're just seeing the angle, and then you try to focus really on just the angle, and you hope the ball goes in.
One thing I learned years ago, and I didn't even know I was doing it, was the center to edge technique there.
Oh, yeah.
So you just start at the center and move your way away from the center towards the edge to find where you need to cut it.
She made it.
What a stroke. She is absolutely peering these balls in.
And she gets another challenging shot.
This one's not too bad as she doesn't need to play shape.
Yeah.
It's pretty much impossible to land behind the 10 from this angle, so.
Yeah, this is just a back cut to the side, right?
Yeah, for sure. Terry on the Facebook says, some of us don't know all the players. It would be good to have a dot beside the name of the player current at the table. Rod and I were just talking about this at the start of the event.
They're getting spoiled, I tell you.
Right? It's possible for us, but it's a little hard to keep up with without a full team of a broadcasting crew. You know, if we had one more person, I think, with a 3-person team, 2 people doing commentary, 1 doing score,
1 doing the score,
ads, all that stuff.
I think that would work. I could even probably play in tournaments, you know, with my wireless mic walking around doing commentating. One of those guys do the scoreboard.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny. You just set up the stream. Okay, I'll go play my match. You guys just want to update the score. I'll do the commentary.
But no, really, like these guys here, their YouTube channel set up, they have like 4 guys working it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own job that they have to do in the stream.
Yeah, for sure. Joanne Ashton spearing ball after ball to take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a great effort.
she is playing fantastic, and it's no doubt she's in the final 16. You don't get that far by playing bad, right?
That's right, yeah.
She must be feeling these Apex pool tables. I think she's got it figured out. One of the things I love most about these tables, I mention it all the time, is that nice flat design. You can see it in the picture there, the side pocket. Super flat, so you can always bridge nice and clean out of there.
Yeah, I try to do, that's one of the things that I wanted to check out first. I practice myself with the flat pocket, and it's comfortable.
And these 9-foot tables, they got 4 1/4 inch corners and 5-inch sides. So those 4 1/4 inch corners, they're pretty tight. You got to be pretty accurate.
I still haven't tried the 9-footers yet. I want to try them out tonight, maybe. Did you play on them yet here? I know you guys got one at the leather pocket.
No, I haven't had a chance to play at the event here. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. To be honest, I don't think they would like us to play on them.
No.
No, just because if we're playing, then some other people might come over and try to play on them, and that's why I thought maybe tomorrow, once the room's a little quieter. But even still, I think they just don't want to have them played on all the time.
Goes in, but there's no golden break, right?
Yeah, no 10 on the break, so the 10 will be spotted here.
Smashed the break, though.
But she crushed it again. She's got a good shot on the 1, but this is a much tougher layout.
Yeah, you know, the 2 is kind of in a good spot, but the 3, you know, really isn't.
Yeah, and everything here. The 3 to the 4, the 4 to the 5.
A lot of zigzagging back and forth.
Yeah, and then the 7-8 is a nightmare. No matter how you land on the 7, it's a little bit tricky to get on the 8 without having to shoot the 8 in the top left.
Personally, I kind of like these kind of racks because it makes you focus a little bit more.
Well, and if you do happen to get out, how good are you feeling about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Well, she's getting the roll of the balls here, too. This is a couple times she's missed the 1 and left it safe.
It's tough to play when your opponent is getting a little lucky on you and you're trying to just get in the game. It kind of adds a little bit more frustration to the game.
You know what I always tell myself? And I don't care, like, if it never comes around, but I always tell myself it's coming around. They can have the luck at the beginning and the middle. I don't care. I just want it at the end. I just want the luck at the end.
That's right.
And if you always tell yourself, even when the end is near, you're still just hoping that the luck is going to turn around. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least you're not negative about it, right?
She did good to get a good hit there. I'm not sure if yeah, she can see the shot, right?
Yeah, Joanne's got, I think, enough. Let's see if side view shows us here. It's not going to give us a super idea.
No, but it looks like she definitely has a shot to the side.
She can certainly see the whole ball.
That's for sure, yeah.
One day will be as fancy as the Predator Arena table, and Rod will actually be doing commentary while running a camera that moves and zooms in, and
you know, I'd
we'll
probably
be
be the guy that does all the scorekeeping.
You're going to be the scorekeeper?
Actually, no, I probably wouldn't be very good at it. I'm not very good at it right now. Why would it be better when I just dedicate myself to it?
No, you'll be on a mic somehow.
I'm so bad for that, man. I get caught up in conversation. I start talking. Next thing you know, I look away, and then I look back. I have no idea what happened to the score.
All right, we got to keep you and Grant off of doing commentary together then.
He's like that too?
He's very much like that.
Yeah.
But he likes to jazz it up, right? So he's constantly talking about other things as well. So it's kind of like you get a little sidetracked, right?
Yeah. Well, and I do that too, and then sometimes I lose my conversation.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's more of my side. Is I'll lose the conversation, but I'll catch the score, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like the Predator setup for their streaming.
Yeah, they have a beautiful, beautiful setup there for that broadcast. A good shot, but this is going to be a long one. And I can't tell. I think she's straight enough in to play a stop shot here. I don't think she has angle going towards the 7. If she does, this is going to be extremely tough. She has to go forward off 2 rails, I think, to keep the 7 out of play.
Looks to me like it's fairly straight. Maybe you might be able to cheat just a little bit on the angle with a little bit of spin, but I don't think you follow this through. I think you try to stop it.
Yeah, I think she's straight enough to stop it. Oh, yeah. Is she ever stroking the ball well, too? Wow. That one went right in the middle of the hole.
And I feel here like you got a nice natural tangent line. Maybe you just sit up for the 6 to the corner, but you could always drop back for the side too.
Yeah, I think the side's good, but she likes your option, the corner. I think the corner leads you to the 7 easier.
That's why I said the corner first. It's
Yeah.
the best shape for the 7.
My good buddy Jim Telfer from Cue It Up Podcast in the Facebook chat. Thank you for the nice words, sir. A little short of the mark there. You can see her stretch her arm back there. She didn't finish her stroke. She got a little deceleration, slight amount of deceleration there.
So you might have to take this to the side now and go for a breakout or run into the 7. I mean,
Yeah.
you could still avoid it. You can try to play perfect shape, but the problem with playing perfect shape is you might end up short on the shape of the 7. You might go too far with the cue ball.
We got Tony White in the YouTube chat. Afternoon, pal. Next tournament starting Wednesday evening at the Leather Pocket CSL Invitational.
That's going to be a fun one too.
Ronnie says he got that guy last night for 3 sets. Nice job, Ronnie. Yeah, I think the side and go into the balls. Yeah, I think you're right there. I don't know if she has another choice.
She went to the corner instead. That was the other choice. And that's okay, and that works. She's got the 7 ball.
How do you get to the 8 here? Side pocket's big.
I think you're going to have to try to play some perfection here.
Back and forth underneath it.
Yeah.
Missing the 10.
You have to settle for this 8 to the top left corner.
As long as she leaves a little angle on the 8, it shouldn't be too bad. Pretty tough to control this one, though.
You have the option to draw it too and go to the right side and back to the left again and get below the 8 ball, but you know, you're forcing the shot a little bit. I'm not sure that's what you want to do, but I guess it all comes down to the player and how they're feeling.
I think she plays this with just a little bit of top, a little bit of inside. 2 rails right around there, back and forth. Just miss the 10. That's the key.
Yeah, she's looking at the straight line right there, the tangent line, so it looks like you're right.
Brian from North Carolina in the house. Everybody else just tuning in, make sure you do me a favor, click that share button. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Joanne missed that ball, but look at this.
Gets another good roll.
Ashley's got to be thinking, what do I got to do here to get a shot?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying a little bit earlier, right? It becomes a little bit more frustrating as you go along.
For sure it
You just
does.
want to have a chance to shoot, right?
So another positive way I try to look at this sometimes too is like Joanne had a pretty good layout there.
Mm-hmm.
And she could have just made the 7, got shape on the 8, and ran you out, you know?
Yeah.
So even though you're kicking at the ball, sometimes I get up and I'm like, I'm just thankful to be here when I shouldn't be.
That's right.
I have some kind of shot is better than no shot at all, right?
Yeah.
No matter how bad the hook is, there's always something.
And that's the right mentality, because when you have that kind of mentality, then you can overcome these kind of obstacles.
Yeah,
right?
you just don't get frustrated, right?
That's
Oh,
right.
sorry about the kicked tripod there again. Joanne's sitting right beside it. Let's move over the side view until that settles down. We don't want to make anyone sick, you know?
Yeah.
Motion in the ocean. 1 rail at this ball. Oh, she's going 3 rails at this ball. Sorry, my correction. 2 rails into it. I was wrong all the time there.
That was a great hit.
No reward.
No, and you know, and that's what you got to do. See, this is how you overcome the frustrations. You just, you know, trust what you know, try to get the result that you can get, and then just go from there, right? Right now, she's got something feeling good about herself because she got a good hit. She didn't give a ball in hand, so she's defended herself as best as she can from a bad situation.
That's right. And pool's just a matter of make the balls you're supposed to make, win the games you're supposed to win. And you can't control everything. There's going to be some real funny stuff happen in this game. Play it long enough, you see it all. So,
well, and at the end, you know, I was saying you got to take this shot to the top left corner. At the end, it just worked out like that by fluke.
yeah, this was way better option from where it ended up. I think from where the 7 was to begin with, right? That was probably always going to be the way.
Mm-hmm.
Soft draw back here. She wants to leave a little angle on the 9, so the line that the cue ball's on right now would be good. Middle diamond, probably a good target.
Nice little draw.
She's hitting the ball real smooth right now.
It's almost like she owns a pool hall or something.
Almost like she owns a pool room full of nice tables. Let's see, a little right spin here, a little top, I think. Maybe a little bottom, come around 2 rails, but I think just 1 rail's fine here.
Yeah, 1 rail works.
Shoot the 10 in the same hole.
Oh, no. A little bit of luck. No, looks like the luck ran out on that one.
The luck ran out on that shot. Ashley's going to be thrilled.
Yeah, so, you know, and this is the way pool always works, right? It kind of goes back and forth when it comes to luck and karma, right? The stuff that happens on the table comes full circle.
That's right.
May not happen right away, but it can happen in pieces, or it can come all at once at the end, like Ben was saying a little earlier.
This was a huge game for both players as well. 3-0 Joanne, or 2-1 is a massive swing in a race to 4.
Yeah, it just changes the whole dynamics of the match.
Ashley's going to keep it simple, and I like that play. I don't think she needed to do more than that, so. Sorry about the camera again, guys. I'm sure Joanne knows she's been kicking that tripod. But it is a little close to her chair, I suppose. Drains it, and 2-1 indeed.
She's on the scoreboard, and that's going to feel good because, you know, there was a lot of things that were going against her in the first couple of racks, and she found a way to get on the scoreboard anyway.
Yeah, just a couple of funny rolls here and there, but she did find a way. They're playing on this beautiful Arcadia billiard cloth. I'm super loving this cloth. What do you think about this cloth, Rob?
I love the cloth, man. I tried it out like every day, like I said, and I'm an extreme player that puts a lot of spin, so I want a cloth that responds well, and this cloth, I'm impressed with it.
It is super responsive, right?
Yeah.
You can sure move that cue ball around.
When you want to do those crazy juice shots where you're drawing like crazy, you know, banana shots, this thing takes it all the time. Banana everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the coolest stuff in pool, honestly. I mean, you never really use banana shots in a match, but if you ever have to, if you know how to do it, man, you feel like a super god at the table.
That's right. Super stroke. Let's see Ashley's first break here. She hits it with the best of them. She crushed that one.
Get in there. There we go.
And 1 ball in and a shot on the 2.
Angle that helps to get on the 3 as well.
3 to the 4 will be maybe a little tricky, as the 7, I think, is covering that side pocket.
Can you check the side view for that one? I feel like it maybe covers half the pocket.
Yeah, that might go.
Yeah.
That might have enough room, I think. So key shot here, 2 to the 3, definitely. Once she's on the 3, if the 4 goes by the 7, the 5 is right there. 6 over the hole, 7 over the hole. Everything looks pretty good. That's the result of a really good break. Overcut. We've seen quite a few of those already.
I thought she might have got a lucky bounce there too, but she didn't.
No, Joanne's got this ball, but getting to the 3 is not easy. So she's looking to see if the 3 will go in the top right. I don't think it will.
No. I can't see it either. I mean, it looks like it goes, but I don't think so.
It's got to be super tight if she had to look from that side too.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to go past that side pocket too on the shot, so I don't think that's the one. Maybe just try to play a safety, make the shot play a safe.
Yeah, I do like that play. I was just going to say probably just pot this and then hide the cue ball behind the 10-6 when you hit the 3.
Yeah, but you got to watch out not to leave a jump shot if you're going to do that.
That's far enough out in the table that it should be okay. She must think this 3 ball goes, though. She could play somewhat of a 2-way shot, you know, hoping the 3 goes, and if it doesn't, she's kind of behind the 10-6. Yeah, she was always just playing behind the 10-6. Good shot. Oh, did it get there?
Hard to tell.
I don't think so. I think Ashley can see at least half of this ball. She's looking to see if it'll pass the 8, so she's got the whole thing. If you guys are just tuning in, we're at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Open. If you want to check the brackets, they're on ProBilliardSeries.com. We're down to the final 16. 12 now, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it's single elimination now, so if you lose, you're out.
That's right. Couple of good matches happening this morning. We had a great match on here between the Japanese women. They played fantastic. And then the Fishers went to a shootout on the arena table on World Billiard TV on YouTube.
Well, Sakura and Kyoto, they're friends too, so that was a really tough match to play for both of them, right? Because no matter what, one of them is going to be heartbroken, and then, you know, they're friends, right? So they're feeling good for each other, but at the same time, they're trying to be competitive. That's a tough match to be in.
That's right. It is very tough playing your friends in this game.
Yeah, you could see it in her eyes, even though she'd won. You know she's happy that she won, but I could see in her eyes that she was a little sad because she was rooting for her friend on the inside as well.
That's right. Ashley hits that 4 a little thick and left it over the hole. Joanne's going to kick it in. The question is, does the 5 pass the 7 into the upper left? From the camera angle, it looks like it does. She took a quick look at it too. If it doesn't, the 5-7 combo doesn't lay too bad. First task. Judge the slide off this rail and kick this ball in. Looks good. Good position off it too. Wow, that was really well struck. She can roll forward and try to get the correct angle on the 6, or just play a stop shot and accept the angle up table, knowing the 7's over the side.
Feels like she's got enough angle to even kind of run into that 7 and get a little straighter on the 6. Just move the 7 slightly over, right? Not really move it, but run into it.
Yeah, just going with the soft touch here.
I just ran into it.
She's stunned right behind it.
Oh no, she was trying to run it right into it, so she got straight on it. The only reason why though is because the 7 goes to the side, but you have to be on the lower side of the table to be able to get it. And if she would have run up, she would have to go up table off 3 rails to get back to the 7.
See, I like just the soft draw, maybe 2 inches, or just stop, and the cue ball is just going to go up to the top rail, and you only have to get back to middle table because the 8's over the hole too.
That's right. So that was the right way to play the shot. You're right. You need to get a little bit of angle, go up top, play up and down, right?
Just take what the table gives you. Don't try to do too much.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we try to get cute like that, and we pay for it in pool.
Yeah, and I mean, there was such a small room for that to happen, right? But it was there, it was available, and she found it.
Yeah, just misstroked it a little. Now she's kicking 1 rail, trying to make the side. This is a big game, too. Joanne, again, looked like she was going to be on the hill. And now it looks like Ashley could maybe tie this match up.
How you doing, our lead man? She's asking about the Fisher match. It was a good match. It was a really good match. It was the Duchess of Doom that won the match.
It was legendary, yeah.
It went to the shootout, and Kelly made 3 out of 4. Allison made all 4.
Yeah, Kelly missed the first one. That was all it took. It's a good shot from Ashley needed here to avoid the top right corner and play position on the brown 7 next.
Overcuts it.
They've been overcutting balls a lot.
Well, a good lead though, so she's getting a little bit of a reward here.
Yeah.
The karma's coming around slowly.
Yeah, it is coming back her way.
Yeah.
Joanne kicking one rail, trying to miss the 8 to pot this into the upper right. Hoping to at least get some separation, if nothing else. I don't think we'll see her hit this too hard, but she's not going to roll it. It needs to be firm enough that she could get separation.
She's got to watch not to hit this with too much speed, though. She doesn't have the right angle. It might go the wrong way.
Yeah, the 8 ball's pretty big there, I think. She didn't like it.
She got a good hit, though, and she's going to get lucky and a leave, maybe. No.
It was a pretty good speed for something good to happen.
She's left the shot, but it's a long one.
Long and straight. And the 7 will have to go in the bottom left next. Side pocket no longer available from that angle.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough to try to really play anything where you can get shape for the 8 ball. You're going to have to settle for a back cut on the 8 as well. Makes the shot.
Nice clean stroke there. Smooth.
She's got enough angle here. Like she's straight so she can follow through here and just maybe settle for a longer shot on the 8, making the cut a little less.
I think it's close enough to the hole. She should be okay with just a stop shot here.
Yeah, I guess so too.
The 8 should be okay.
Yeah, and the angle from the 8 will give you the shape for the 9 as well.
Yeah,
so.
just come around 2 rails. And the 10 isn't a worry, so you can be anywhere on the 9 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, she just stopped it.
Yeah, just give yourself the highest percentage to make all the balls. So like the 7 there, if she rolls it, maybe it trickles out a little or something. Once again, sorry about the camera motion there. I'll have to go move that table after this match. Shimmy it over a little. We're always limited with where we can set up our gear, so I put the tripod, right dead center in the middle at the end of the table, and then they put the chair right beside it.
Yeah, good shot.
She's going to come up a little short. She doesn't look thrilled about it.
No. Well, I don't know. This isn't too bad. I mean, the shot's makeable, but it's definitely one of the harder ones you're looking at.
Bit of a reach. 10 ball's going to be hampering her just a little bit here.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of play shape for a general area on the shot while you focus more on the shot.
Yeah, you just play the ball. It's hard to get funny on the 10. Just don't leave the cue ball on the end rail, right?
Yeah, and what I like about this, the 10 is there, so that she can play this with right hand draw to widen the shot, and then also take the 2 rail to come back up for the 10 to the side.
Mm-hmm. The problem with that on this slippery, grabby cloth is you could almost just juice it right in the...
She's back cutting it the other way, though.
That seems crazy to me. I think the top left is the shot, but she sees a different line.
Get in there.
How good did she hit it?
Shot.
Oh, and she's landed really good on the 10. What a great shot from Ashley there.
Yeah, that was huge.
This autofocus is acting up today, too. One of those days, Rod.
Yeah, we all have one of those days. I think one of those days was Monday.
That's
or
right.
Tuesday.
Cameras moving, autofocus acting up.
Then at the end of the night as well, I had like mic issues and soundboard issues.
Yeah. Well, even the best of the best have them. Predator had it over there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some staticky issues, and players on my stream were telling me to go over there and tell them they were having sound issues, so.
Oh, she's on the scoreboard again, and she's tied up this match, and she's got to feel pretty good right now. Starting to get better on the table.
Yeah, a couple extra opportunities have come her way. Joanne looked like she might just run away with this first set.
Yeah, and she's been playing really well, too. I think she just got a little unlucky there to find that spot behind the 7. She runs into the side of the 7, she's fine, but that little gap was only about a chalk length away from the rail, and she found it.
And that's right. Good CSI referee here, Mr. Warren Venny, racking up the balls. Ashley to break, all tied at 2. If you're just tuning in for the first time during this event.
I like Warren, man, but as a ref, he makes me feel like I don't want to call him because he just looks all business.
He's all business, yeah. So these players are going to play best of 3 sets, racing to 4. And if it ties 1 set apiece, they'll go to a spot shot shootout. Looked like Ashley went to stroke that break and drew back too far. And tip came right out. Good thing she stopped in time.
Nice little snap.
4 ball misses. 1 dresses up over the hole for Joanne.
2 ball goes to the side pocket from there.
This looks pretty good because the 3's right next to the purple 4.
Yeah, and then the 4 gives you the shape for the 5. 6 is waiting by the side. 7's right beside it.
Yeah, 8 ball there. This is a pretty good layout. Joanne can retake control.
Yeah, I'm happy with this one.
She needs this one. After being up 2-0 and shooting a 9 ball to go up 3-0.
Yeah.
She's got to be feeling like she's letting this one slip away, so.
Yeah, and that's tough to do because you're playing good. You have a good start too, right? So it's hard to digest that mentally on the table.
Yeah, because she was playing so good. Like that second game that she won was awesome.
Yeah, she carved that one right out at the end.
Question from Marco on the Facebook. Any idea why they don't put the 2 and 3 balls at the corner? So that's usually a rule if you're racking for yourself. And that's just to avoid players always putting it at the top or pattern racking it. So they made that rack them in the corners rule to try to keep it random. Or not random, but not give them an advantage of putting it somewhere else. So since we have a referee racking, no need for that. Referee always racks random because he has no investment.
That's right.
And as Rod was mentioning earlier, Joanne is the owner of a nice room in Calgary called the Hidden Spot. Nice little pool room in Northeast Calgary. Make sure you go check them out if you're ever in Calgary.
When I came out in 2019, I wanted to go check it out. It just didn't work out for me, so I never got a chance to go check it out. But this time when I go to Calgary, I'm going to go check it out. I heard it's a beautiful room.
Absolutely.
From what I've seen in the streams, they got tables 2nd floor and 1st floor, right?
Yeah, it's a double-decker pool hall, we call it.
Yeah, those are cool.
Double-decker. It's a nice room. They have lots of great tournaments all the time.
I've seen halls like that where they have like the 2nd floor will be all snooker tables and the 1st floor will be all 9-footers and the basement's all bar box and 8-foot.
Yeah. Yeah, they got lots of those in like New York and Chicago and stuff like that, like 3-floor pool rooms.
Well, I was talking to Ira and he's like, yeah, I know they got 6 9-foot, 6 snooker, 6 carom, 24 8-foot. I'm like, wow, oh my God, how big is this place?
Giant rooms. That's in his carom room?
Yeah. I want to go and
place.
check it out, man. I want to go see their room.
Definitely on the bucket list.
And I want to play some carom billiards with them because I want to learn that game.
For sure, they were over playing that Taiwanese carom. I was watching because I was learning a little bit. They're playing it on a 7-foot, so it doesn't really count. But
yeah, it's easy for them that way.
Joanne got really good on that 5 ball with a nice little angle to roll forward for the 6. 7 will go on the top left. Anywhere close to straight in would be ideal on this ball since 8's over the side.
I feel like she's going to have to go up table a little bit or go all the way up and back up or back down, back up. Yeah, she has to go down and up.
Yeah, she would have liked that left siding to grab a little more and leave her straight in, but this is okay. She's been potting really well, so I would expect her to make this. Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball.
Yeah, not really. There's a decent tangent line here for the 8. Plus, you're going to shoot this with a little bit of rights anyway to make it into the pocket, so it's going to keep you in a straighter shape on the 8.
How much do the referees make? Brian wants to know. Not enough for their job. It's not an easy job. It's long hours. They do great work, though. What a pot there from Joanne. She's almost going to have to make the same shot here.
Yeah.
But this time, the left side pocket comes into play a little bit.
Yeah, and it's you can't just play this soft either because you have to get shaped for the 9 ball. So she's going to have to hit this with some power, come off the left side rail and back across for the 9. Do you think she could maybe try to play a 3 rail off this shot? Or is it better just to go check off the 1 rail?
I think with how grippy the cloth is, I think she's okay. Just the soft draw.
Think so?
1 rail. You're thinking like go forward around the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a crazier shot, but it allows you to deliver the shot naturally.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about scratching anywhere that way. Okay.
Yeah, this was good too. So that was the first option. The second option was going around.
Yeah, and she stayed away from the side nicely, and she just taken a little extra distance on the 9. The only problem here is 10 balls in play. You're playing all ball fouls. Queuing over a ball is never easy. And then you add in the all ball fouls, and now you're thinking about that ball a lot while you're shooting over it.
This is definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah, super uncomfortable. That's why she hasn't shot it yet either, because she knows all ball fouls. This is a tricky one. This is where I'd rather not have sleeves on my shirt.
Yeah, she's taking her time with it, and she should be.
A very important shot. Let's see how close her sleeve comes to that ball. She should be okay, but... And as mentioned before, there is no shot clock on the outer tables. Just on the arena table. But these ladies have been notified to try to keep up the pace. Otherwise, they can be put on a clock.
Good shot. Stayed down the whole time till the cue ball almost stopped.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. She's got a great shot on this 10. It's not straight in, but she's a heavy favorite to make it. And she knows this is such a big moment in this match. Trying to get on the hill first in this first set. I like how
Great shot.
Brian says, half ball hit, close eyes, fire it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way. Close your eyes.
Pretty sure she did close her eyes there on that one, and she just wired it in. So she gets the all-important 3rd game in.
First one to the hill.
A little bit of extra pressure the other way now.
Yeah, all the pressure is going to be on Ashley here to try to tie this up.
And the thing is that she's got to hope that she gets a shot on this table because Joanne is going to be the one to break in this one.
She's been breaking really good, too. She's been just crushing them, making balls, getting shots.
Yeah, she's doing well. And she's managed to keep her cool so far, too, even though, you know, she was up 2-0, then it's 2-2. She still found a way to keep focused and just do well on the table.
Right.
Now with a lead and her breaking, you know she's going to try to put a little bit extra here and behind the break. Trying to get something going so she can try to close out the first set.
Looks like young Kristina Zlateva is cruising on that stream table over there. Won the first set 4-2, up 2-0 in the second set. These players trying to make the final 8. Oh, and Joanne loses the cue ball on the side. That's huge for Ashley. The 1-2 isn't too bad, but the 3 is in a precarious spot. And getting from the 3 to the 4 is not easy, being that the 9 blocks the top left.
Yeah, it does go to the back or to the side pocket if you can find a way to get up table. But
You know what I look at here, Rod?
uh,
I'm going to push the 1 between the 6-7 off 1 rail and try to line up the 1-10 combo while freezing on the 2.
oh yeah, I like that.
And if I don't line up the 1-10 combo, I'm going to have a chance at a 3 foul
That's right. That's
if she
right.
doesn't hit the ball. And I'm also pushing the 1 over here where the 3 foul should be.
It's available because you got more blockage.
You got lots of blockage, yeah. Because I just don't like getting from the 2 to the 3, and I really don't like getting from the 3 to the 4. I mean, the 5 is sitting out in the middle of the table, too, in nowhere land, right? Where it doesn't go in the right or left side pocket.
I think she's thinking about her shot here. Or is she trying to make this to the corner? Because it does go to the corner. But
oftentimes when you 3 foul a player, it's when they scratch on the break, too.
That's right. I've only 3-hooked one person so far, and that's how it happened. They scratched off the break, and I was able to get a ball in hand and set up my second hook.
She's playing it right in.
She's going for it. I missed the shot trying to get the cue ball to come over.
Yeah, it was just so tough to get position on the 3 there.
Yeah, she had a little bit of body movement on the shot. I think it's because she was just trying to will the way in without the angle that was there.
Mm-hmm. Gord says he'd love to see Joanne and Brittany in the finals. Wouldn't every Canadian? They are in the correct side of the draw for it to happen, too. And Brian says he heard Karen Core was about ready to make a return. That'd be cool.
I'd love to see her. You know, she I don't know. She's just such a great player to watch.
We had an epic tournament we streamed in Montreal. NAPT ladies tournament, and Karen lost 4 games the entire tournament, racing to 7. Beat Brittany 7-0 in the final. And I was blown away. Like, she played so good.
She was always a great player, and I think people just kind of forgot about her a little bit there because she hadn't really been in the circuit for a while.
That's right. She took a little time off.
But when she played, like, even Allison Fisher was scared to play her, right?
Of course.
She's such a great player.
That's another one with that snooker background and just the most solid fundamentals you ever see. Just super rock solid. Similar to Ashley here, really rock solid fundamentals she has.
Yeah, so I ran into her yesterday and I introduced myself to her and I said to her the one thing that I really appreciated about her is the way that she has some strong fundamentals and the way she kind of like addresses the table and how she steps into the shot. She's got great composure, right, no matter what's going on the table. And I really appreciate that about a player. You expect to see that though, right, Ben, when you get to like let's say like the top 16 female players, you see a lot of that composure on the table all the time.
For sure, they're definitely
and the
more
fundamentals
composed.
are strong too.
So she's on the wrong side of this 3 to get on the 4. We always knew the 4 was going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
The 3 to the 4. Brian Harder on the YouTube wants to know how my son's doing. He's good. He's a brat, according to his mom. That's what happens when dad leaves for a week. Thinks he can get away with murder now, right?
Funny. Yeah, that's right. No authority around.
Not enough authority.
Well, and that depends, right? Like if it's a boy, that's usually the dad's the one that they're scared of. If it's a girl, they're usually scared of the mom.
That's right. He said that to me too. I was
Yeah.
like, how come you act up at your mom so much? He's like, because I'm scared of you, kind of.
Yeah.
I was like, well, obviously I'm never going to like hurt you physically, but I said you
just
should
don't
be
wanna
scared
make
of
your
the
dad
punishments, right? Like the no TV, no video games. That's what he's scared of,
mad.
right?
What a beautiful save.
I'm harsher on the punishment.
Can you check the side view to see if she can see the 4? I think
Yeah,
she
let's-
left her good.
I think she's got full ball cover. Yeah, she
Yeah.
definitely did.
And that was full intentional safety right there, and that was a beautiful shot.
A really nice shot. And I think she had even worked that out when she shot the 3, the ball before. She played shape to play this safety.
And now Joanne kind of has to hit this because not that people go for combinations often here, but that 10 is kind of tempting. She's got with a ball in hand, you can maybe line up the 4-10, right?
The only thing with that is the layout is too good.
It is.
With the 6, 7, 8 all in the middle.
Usually when it's like that, people don't go for that kind of stuff because it's easier to finish.
That's right. And in my opinion, it's better to stroke the balls in because you have to anyway. So you kind of want to like get the confidence building. The combos aren't building any confidence.
No, they're really not. No. I think that, I guess not. You're right. You're right.
But definitely, I'm not shy to take an easy early win when I can.
You
On
know,
the first
I
one.
usually don't, but I see that, and over here, the tournament is different. I guess Andrew Jaworski is the one that I watch. Like, he had maybe 4 combinations on the 10. He nailed all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I look at that, I'm thinking, well, that's a different way of playing, but it actually works. And he still ended up going, like, almost to the hill on most of the matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's making those combos.
I think Joanne's called the 10 here. Jumping over the 6. She's got the rush air. She's got the air rush, predator, jump cue. This thing gets up over the ball well. I do think she needs to take the 3rd piece off it, though.
Yeah.
For how close this is to the 6, you need a little less weight behind it. It is a nice 3-piece jump cue. The air rush from Predator.
That's going to be a foul.
The ball will not get up as quick as you want it to with all that weight behind the cue, I find.
Yeah. Well, and have you ever seen those? They used to have these cues in Vegas they used to sell. So it's a jumper, and there's a short end jumper and a long end jumper. And the whole cue is just it's a jump both sides, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why those are so accurate is because they're so lightweight that when you're getting close, you can easily jump over the balls all the time.
That's right.
I can't remember what they call those ones, but it's something.
Oh, and look at this.
Big Papa or something.
You were right.
Yeah, I know.
She's going to try to take the easy win here. This is super surprising to me because a player of her ability, I think, should be trying to run these balls.
Yeah, but see, what I'm thinking here and what she's thinking here is that we're tying this up and we're going to the hill, and that's better.
If
right?
she liked the line and she liked the shot, then absolutely shoot it. And our camera angles can be a little deceiving, so it might have been a little better looking than what we see it as.
I looked at it as a straight line. I figured with the ball in hand, that's a straight line combo, and then you're just aiming for the pocket.
On a great call there, indeed. Awesome collaboration happened this year. Predator and Jam Up Apparel, and let me tell you, the designs they're coming out with is unbelievable.
Truly unbelievable.
There's so much cool stuff they came out with just for this event.
Did you see that tracksuit from Karim?
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful tracksuit, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that one, but if it comes in the market, I'm telling you, it's going to be sold out wherever you go.
I think somebody else made him that tracksuit, and he's like, nobody else is getting this.
No,
it's
yeah.
only for me. Yeah.
It's just too beautiful, man. I mean, why would you want anybody else in the world to have that? It's so beautiful.
That's right.
I'm gonna see if I can take a picture of them so I can show the back design. I like the back. The back of the jacket looks the best.
Hill, Ashley breaking. She crushes it. 2 ball gets kissed in. She's on the 1, but with no available shot. So definitely a safety will need to be played here. And I think she can kind of push the 1 to the end rail here, middle diamond, send the cue ball off the left side rail towards the 8. Use the 8 for cover. Early 10s count. Yes, of course, Vino. True 10 ball.
But not off the break.
Just not off the break. And greetings, Andy says, greetings to the top Canadian pool commentators. Thanks, Andy.
Mr. Kemp, the Polish assassin.
And Chris Demirs, he says, you didn't say that about combos on the weekend, Ben. It's one of my summer league teammates, and I swear he made like, I think between 15 and 20 combos on the 9 ball in like 40 games.
That's
like
so
it was just an unreal number to the point everybody was kind of giggling about it. Like it just kept happening over and over again. Carom, billiard, combo, early 9 every time.
99 ways to make the 9. Make a book about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Chris. 99 ways to make the 9. That's funny.
That should even be maybe a movie title.
That'd be a good book title name though for a pool book for sure.
I'd make it like a pool movie, man, and it'd be like all these wicked shooters coming in, so it'd be like 99 of them come in to play in a tournament.
99 come in, play a tournament, trying to make the 9. Yeah, that would be funny. Joanne tried to get safe there, but extremely misjudged it. She's trying to get the 1 to go around the 10, use the 10 for cover. With the 3 ball up table, neither one of them is going to be in a rush to make this 1.
No, it's almost better just to play it safe here.
Yeah, she could back cut it in the bottom right, but it doesn't do her any good.
No, and there's no real cue ball control. There's just a general direction on that one.
Yeah, it's too much of a hit and hope. And at this level, you kind of never do that. And then especially hill.
Yeah, that's right. You
You
can't
know,
take chances at that point.
no, you're not playing any hidden hopes at hill. She's called the bank, so she's planning on sort of a two-way cue ball here.
Yeah, that's what it feels like she's going to do.
Drawing this cue ball kind of between the 9-10, I believe. Possibly between the 9-4. Just getting it up table, leaving the 1 down here.
She needs a little luck here.
It's not the worst shot because, again, tough shot on the 1 and really tough to control shape on the 3. So Joanne needs to come with 1 here.
Yeah, she's got a couple options here to try to play a safety as well if she wants to. She's got some blockers on the right and blockers on the left.
Yeah, I almost don't mind going underneath the 7 here with the cue ball and send the 1 up towards the 3 because when you get back to the table, ideally the 1 is up near the 3 and it's easier to get on it. So bank the 1 up between the 3-5 and send the cue ball underneath the 7. She saw the same thing I did and she played it to absolute perfection.
Beautiful shot.
That was a beauty. She came with it hill.
Man.
Ashley with the sign of respect, a little tap of the cue on the table. That's what pool players do. It's almost like clapping for your opponent.
Yeah, appreciation for the precision behind the shot.
Yeah, not only did she get safe, she got real safe.
That's almost like saying like you just put her in check, you know?
Pretty much. Put her in check.
Feeling like you need to make one big move, otherwise you're going to be done here. But all she's trying to do here is just get a hit on the ball. It's not too bad, right? I mean, she's got a nice line towards the top rail to be able to bounce it back up.
Yeah, I think she'll probably make a hit here. It's just a matter of does it stay safe, and what a hit she made. And
That looks like
does this bounce and get behind the 9?
No.
Not quite.
It felt like it was going to be like that, though,
I thought
right?
for sure it was getting up right behind the 9. She made such a great hit there.
This is still a challenging leave anyway.
Yeah, it's almost harder than the last shot she had where she chose to play safe, but now the safety is way too hard and she's forced to go for it. It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
You have this shot and you think, nah, it's a little too hard. I'll play a really jam-up safety. You get the safety perfect. The next time you're at the table, you're with a tougher shot than you had before.
She missed the
Overcut.
shot, but this is going to be a safety.
Oh, yeah, this one's going in jail time, too, unless, no, the 4 ball's in the way of the 10 being wired, but.
That's the absolute best. And I was going to say, like, she's got a possibility to play a safe, but she didn't play that like a safe. It just worked out as a safe.
Yeah, very fortunate again there to end up putting Ashley in jail. But one thing I like about this format, too, is, it's only the first set.
That's right.
So Joanne's getting a couple of rolls, but it can easily come back around in the next set, and then shootout is anybody's game.
By the way, after this, I'm going to go and do some. I'm going to try to see if I can get some teams on the stream table because I wanted to do some of the team event, too.
For sure.
I'm having fun here, and I can probably do this all day, but, I kind of want to watch the teams in action, too.
Yeah, we got to make sure they get some love, too. For sure. I need to find something to eat after this, too. These matches are running way behind, so the whole thing is going to be way behind schedule.
Well, I can maybe go get you the lunch because I can get some lunch, too, man.
Yeah, I think, and I might even try to just find, somebody to go get it for us.
Well, yeah, you can just call it in, right, and just get it picked up.
Yeah, I could just get Steph to go get it or something like that, too, right? Steph, Jeff, Grant, one of those people.
We pretty much kind of know the menu already, so.
Yeah.
It will be hard to figure out what we want to eat.
That's right. We've been here long enough. We know everything there is to eat here. And it's all good food, so I don't really care what I have,
I've ate this quinoa salad so many times, I'm pretty sure I figured out how to make the sauce from scratch.
Steak sandwich was impressive, of course. Alberta beef, can't go wrong.
Yeah, I love the steak sandwich. I had that burger yesterday, too, the Chuck burger, Albertan Chuck burger.
That's something I haven't had yet, and I think I might get that today.
It was good, man.
I always try to plan out what I have for lunch and what I have for dinner, so I don't have to have the same thing,
Yeah. How you doing, man? Good matchup. I don't know what the setting is, but I think it's somewhere right there, right?
Yeah, somewhere around half. It's nice these mics like yours, so you can hear yourself, right? And then you kind of know, you have an idea. But the
Yeah.
other nice thing is that everybody's kind of got volume control on their phone or wherever they're watching. So if they got to turn it up a little bit more, a little bit less, as long as we're not too quiet, and they got to crank it all the way up, right?
I was going to say, my viewers usually turn the volume down because I'm always screaming.
You're too excited. So Jerry Stuckart, the tournament director, just came over, super nice guy, and he said the next match, which is Luke Kibaroglu and Carolyn Powell, was scheduled for this table at 2, but it's 2 o'clock right now, and they can't wait another hour and have it go behind that far.
Yeah.
So they're going to put that match on table 6.
Oh, yeah. So that means you get a lunch break then, no?
It's funny how we were just talking about lunch, and he came over. It's like,
He
I always
must-
talk about universal conscience, right?
Yeah,
it's like
that's
we're
really
all
cool,
thinking
man.
the same thing sometimes, right? But so that match will be on a different table. And after this match, our next match will be 5 o'clock. And it will be Amber Chen versus Tamami Okuda.
That's going to be another good match as well. And that's the last matches for today, or are they doing more matches today?
No, they'll have the quarterfinal starting at 7. So
Yeah.
they'll have 2 matches in the quarterfinal at 7, 2 matches at 9 in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow they'll come back for the semifinals and the final.
So I'm just going to tell you right now that, like, from 7 to 9, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, of course.
Because, you know, and I might just have to, like,
Well, as long as you can stream the 9 o'clock match, right?
Yeah.
From 7 to 9, you'll be sick.
Allison Fisher and Kyoko. Oh, my God. I'm going to go watch that.
That's going to be a fun match for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, we deserve a little bit of fun, don't we?
And somebody had a question there. Is she on 2 fouls? I don't think she was. Let me think back. No,
No, I don't think so.
she wasn't. Remember, Joanne played a jam-up safety behind the 7.
Yeah.
Ashley kicked it, hit it, and then that was when Joanne put it behind the 10 over here.
That's right. Yeah.
Ashley tried to kick, didn't hit it.
Yeah.
So she was only on 1 foul when Joanne was trying to work out what to do over there. If she was on 2, it was a big factor, right?
But, you know, we did turn away for a second there when Jerry came up, so there might have been another foul that we didn't see.
I don't think so, because Joanne shot the 1 from over here.
Yeah.
The cue ball was like right here when she just shot the 1.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't have shot it from there if she had ball in hand again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this kick and stick. What a beautiful shot from Joanne there. I don't think she's got full ball coverage on this 3, but she's got enough that she took away the bottom right corner almost certainly.
Enjoy that practice time, Brian.
3 foul rule is in effect, Diamond. Diamond in the Facebook chat. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this match. Only set 1. Only set 1, and they are giving us a barn burner here. Hill. Lots of safety battles, lots of strategy, some big shots from both players.
They want to know if Brittany's stream is going to be, or Brittany's match is going to be streamed live.
Yeah, all the matches today will be live. They won't all be on Q Sports Live, but they will all be live. So the 2 o'clock match on the arena table is Brittany Bryant and Bean Hung. That guarantees to be a big match too.
Yeah, I actually want to watch Brittany play. I've never had a chance to watch her play in person.
You'd love her style too. Very snooker stance-ish. The way
Yeah.
she gets down on the ball, the way she approaches the ball very straight, even the way she holds her cue.
Yeah.
Yeah, very snooker style. But she's like super lined up straight to every ball and just stays down on the shot really well. I mean, you don't get to where she is in her rank without staying down on the ball really good, right?
Yeah.
As we've seen throughout the tournament, the players that stay down, they tend to play the best. Tyler wants to know how often would they jump that previous shot. I think not as often. I think the kick safeties are a little more prevalent here. Both these gals kick really good. Notice how I said gals there?
Gals, yeah.
I figured out a new one.
Thought we would be calling you right away. Why don't you just say ladies?
Should have just said ladies. Oh, nice stroke from Joanne there. Nice angle on the 5. She's got a good chance to close out this first set.
Yeah, this is a decent layout here.
And Linda wants to know where's the shot clock. There was a shot in there that took a little while. And the referee could have said something.
Yeah, and they have a referee on spot, so they kind of make the assessment on whether somebody's taking a long time intentionally to slow down the match, or if it's a situation that requires a little bit of extra time.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because the situation Joanne was in where it did take a little extra time was just the situation where it needed extra time.
That's
it wasn't
right.
her trying to slow down the match.
That's right. And that's a downside to the ladies that are playing on the main table for Predator, because they got a shot clock on them, so they don't get a chance to really figure that out. They just have to deal with it fast.
Some shots, they just require the extra thought, the extra attention. Amy says anything but girls. Okay, perfect.
I was gonna say girls in the last one. I chose ladies. I figure, well, if Ben's doing it, I gotta back him up.
Ladies is good, yeah. Ladies is acceptable. Is it not a consistent part of this event? No, actually, the shot clock was only ever on the arena table.
Yeah.
It hasn't been on any of the other tables for the whole event. These ladies were notified, not only these ones, but the ones before in the previous match. They were told if it goes a little slow, they could be put on a match. But
yeah, and then they
put
have
on
a
a
player
match
meeting with a
clock.
briefing for all these rules too, right? Did they have that on a couple of days ago at 7?
Yeah, they had a lengthy players meeting where they make sure everybody knows what the expectations are. Yeah, and like Vino says there, just a hair over 30 seconds per shot is fine.
Yeah.
And just, like Rod said too, there's some situations that, of course, they just require a little extra. And look what happened. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
She took a little extra time, and now she's got a chance to close out this first set. Tricky little shot here. That side pocket can come into play if the cue ball gets a little grippy.
You follow this through for the side pocket.
I think, yeah, and I might even go all the way around the 9, but I'm never trying to stun off the left side rail. It just doesn't really work out that well. You're going to have a tough shot on the 9.
I'm playing 2 rails here for the shape on the 9 on the side pocket.
Yeah, and even if you come too far, you got the 9 in the lower right.
She's checking off the rail, though, it looks like.
Yeah, she looked at both, so she likes this one better. It's all a preference thing here. Depends how you're feeling.
Oh, it was just spatted out.
4 1/4. 4 1/4 inch pockets. And no problem, Linda. That's what we're here for. We're here to clarify some rules. And
hey, so speaking
answer
of the shot
questions.
clock, man, do they give them an extension? Like, are they allowed to say extension, or do they have just the 30 seconds? That's it.
No, they're allowed 1 per rack.
Oh, okay.
Each player. Each player's allowed 1 extension per rack. 30 seconds will on 30-second extension. Tough high-pressure shot for Ashley here.
Yeah.
Let's see if that side view shows us how close the 8 is to the rail. Looks to be pretty close.
Yeah, it's got about maybe a ½ inch off the rail.
It'd be nice if it was frozen.
Yeah, because then the shot's makeable.
If it was frozen, it's very makeable.
This is makeable too, but then you got to play with left-hand spin and hit on short on the left side of the 8.
That's super tough.
Great shot. And the reason why you put the left-hand spin is because you want to be able to push the ball to the pocket, and then you also want to be able to get that cue ball to go straight up and down.
That's right.
In a way that benefits you for the 9.
That's right. Maria wants to know, will the next match on table 1 be delayed because of this match? Is the table 1 match going slow too?
It shouldn't be. I think they're all good now. Because there only would have been one match that was running behind. That's the one that was going to be on this table, but now they moved it. Still has to figure out this 9 ball.
Yeah, big shot here. Really big shot. To win the first set and at least guarantee yourself a shootout.
I feel like here, if I'm in the situation, I go for the cut to the left side middle pocket, and I just go up and down here. I'll have to settle for a tougher shot on the 10 ball, but I'd rather have that.
No, she missed it. And is this going to stay to where Joanne has a shot on the side?
Yeah, she's going to have kind of the same shot here, but a little easier.
I think that top left corner will not be in play for Joanne here, being that she just shot a ball in there and totally spit it out.
Yeah, I know.
She's going to be heavily favoring the side.
You can see she's already standing to the side to look at the shot on the side.
And I don't think I just go up to this rail and try to go back to middle.
No.
I think I go up to the top, all the way back down to the bottom, back to middle. Just stroke it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you get there.
Yeah, but then you got to, if you know the table, that's no problem. But if you're not familiar with the table, you're going to come up a little bit short on it. And we've seen that player earlier that had that situation where they had to go up and down and they just came up a little bit short and ended up having to play a bank instead.
For sure. I'm going to favor hitting this one nice and firm. If I end up too far away from the 10, that's probably the worst case scenario. I would just favor landing too far away than not getting there, These camera angles can be a little deceiving too, so we can't always tell, but that was the play.
Her shot.
Oh, she's clipped it?
It's going to work out okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That could have worked out a lot worse.
That could have been really bad, yeah.
She could have been banking it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Right now, you're kind of lucky. You're feeling good about this one. Still have to put it in the pocket, though.
And so to answer Maria's question, if she was inquiring about table 2 with Carolyn Powell's match, that one was moved.
Yeah, so because they moved that match, then there's no delays. They just keep going.
That's right. What a shot from Joanne.
That was a beautiful shot. And you can hear the crowd on the side.
They appreciate it. And they're both going to take a little break, and we will too. We'll be right back, everyone. Don't go far. Get some popcorn. Use the washroom. Set number 2 coming right up.
Yeah, man, we got some action.
Looks like we got the referee back. We got both players back. They're getting ready to start the second set. First set went 4-3 to Joanne. Real close one. If you're just tuning in, we're at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. Watching the round of 16. And they're playing a best of 3 sets, racing to 4. If they tie 1 set apiece, the third set will be a spot shot shootout. Ashley to break to start off this second set. Looks like coming up dry and leaving a shot on the 1. Let's see if Joanne can carry on right where she left off in the last set. Trying to avoid the shootout. And the match that was scheduled here for 2 o'clock has been moved tables, so the next match on this table will be at 5 o'clock. Mountain time, that is. And that match will be Amber Chen versus Tamami Okuda, guaranteed to be a really good match as well. Looking forward to that one as well, Rod.
Which was that? Allison?
Amber Chen and Tamami.
Oh, that one,
Okuda,
yeah. That's
our
gonna be a
next
good one too.
Our next Q Sports live stream match at 5 p.m.
I heard Amber Chen is another player that's just out of this world.
We got to watch her yesterday, and yeah, she was unreal.
Yeah.
Really strong player. Speaking of strong players, Miss Ashton here is playing pretty sporty, I must say.
Yeah, and she's going to get a little bit of extra confidence here from winning that first set. You know, it went to the hill, it was close, but she came out on top, and that usually gives you a little bit of a boost. Just avoids it.
Both these players looking at making the final 8.
What, are they paying the top 16 or is it top 8?
Yeah, they paid the top 16. They had $50K added, so fair to pay out a little more than 25%, right? With the expenses of coming to a big event like this, it's good to pay just a touch deeper.
Of course, yeah.
Is table 6 being streamed? It is not. It is not. People looking for the Carolyn Powell match. They had to move it over to table 6 as this one was started late. These ladies actually started about 45 minutes late. So they're a little bit behind schedule.
It might have been even a little bit longer because that one almost went to the shootout.
Yeah, they were scheduled right for 12 o'clock, and they didn't start till about 12:45. Joanne eyeing up a 1-rail kick on this 4. She has to watch this doesn't scratch. I like going to the bottom rail here. I think there's more ways to hit the 4 and scratch here than not scratch.
Yeah.
Especially on the slick cloth. It wants to slide down table more. Oh, what a great shot, though. The kick and stick.
Almost perfect weight on that one, too, but it rolls over by a foot. Comes out on the open.
And that's not the worst case scenario either. I mean, this is a tough shot for Ashley, and she's got to be a little shook up with the way that Hill game went in the last set.
I feel like maybe not so much because, you know, she was down 2-0. She ended up coming back, made it 2-all. Then she was down hill to 2. She tied it up again, right? So
yeah.
I feel like she's still in a good mentality here.
She should be proud that she fought hard. Yeah, good point you make there. She definitely had Joanne thinking about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to get a double kiss on this one.
It's not going to work out that bad. I don't think Joanne actually goes for the pot on this ball. She might just tuck it down to the end rail and leave the cue ball behind the 5.
Yeah, so here again, you know, she gets another bit of a lucky break. That's it's slowly coming back. Like I said earlier, you know, sometimes it doesn't come at all at once, but if your opponent starts off with luck, usually the luck comes back to you somewhere in the end of the match.
That's right. Jarrett, they did not change the format. It's still a best of 3 sets. They just call the third set a shootout.
Yeah, nobody breaks nothing there. Everybody just makes shots from that point. I like it, man. I like it. It's like, okay, so when you watch soccer and it goes to penalty shots, people don't like that, right? But this is kind of the same thing. But if this was soccer, I'd be watching it all the time.
That's right.
Honestly, the shootout is really exciting.
Yeah, I think it's super exciting. I wasn't a big fan when hockey brought it in either, but I do enjoy it. So Joanne made a heck of a shot on the 4, and now she's just playing it safe on the 5. Containing only. She didn't get the hook behind the 10-7 like she wanted. And yeah, like Gord says, they're pretty sporty jam-up jacket that Joanne's got there. It's a nice piece of work.
Love the Jam Up products, man. And now that they partner up with Predator to bring out some gear representing Predator, it's just incredible work. I mean, I was trying to buy a hat, but they were sold out. You can't even buy a hat, man.
They sell out of those hats all the time.
All the time. And the shirts, too. I mean, they're hanging up the shirts every day, and they're just flying off the shelf, man.
Oh, look at this shot from Ashley. Really nice.
Yeah, that was beauty.
Did she
I think she
leave
left
a
a little
window?
pocket, though, yeah. I think it's there. Might be a slight masse or
elevating. Yeah, she's elevating to look at it so she doesn't have the full ball.
No, and if she has, like, almost enough, she might even just go for a jump shot here.
Tricky little jump because she can't reach it.
Oh, yeah, she's right-handed, too. Left-handed player makes the jump here.
Yeah, lefty can reach it there, yeah. Might just be a small masse. I don't think it's too much. The 6 is at least right there, so you don't have to do anything crazy. And even if you get funny on the 6, you can always just play a safety.
Yeah, and you could even just play safety now if you can see enough of it, right? Like, you can't make it, but you can see it, so maybe you can just cross-bank safe.
Yeah, chip it towards the 8 and kind of leave the cue ball on the end rail. She's got the jump cue out.
I like this option.
Oh, this is just so
it's just
hard to
uncomfortable
reach.
because she's ready, though, yeah. So there's a shot that I've done a couple of times. I've seen it on TV once on snooker where they use 2 extension bridges.
Yeah,
one
2
stacked
rests.
on top of the other, and then they make the jump shot like that. In snooker, it was for over the top of the shot.
Yeah, just shooting over top. We got a player in Calgary that's a wizard at that shot, Dwayne Bjornstad.
Yeah.
He's really good at jumping with the rest.
It's a great skill, man.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's tough to hold the 2 bridges together.
You can execute it with the 1 bridge as long as you have these moosehead ones.
Yeah,
where
those
you turn it on side and it's tall enough. Yeah. Depending on the shot, of course. If you're too close to the ball, it's tough to get it up and down quick.
I think there's a bridge out there that's I don't remember the name, but there's a bridge out there that's specifically made for jump shots.
They made it illegal.
Oh, they made it illegal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no jump rests allowed anymore.
Crazy.
There was one that you could hold in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little too cheesy for pool, but you could hold it in your hand, and it was just like a taller bridge, right?
I remember that, yeah.
Players would just hold it in their hand and jump off of it. I think it took away from the integrity of the game just a little bit.
Well, I heard they have one now that's like telescopic that you just pull it out like an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
yeah, they made like the telescopic rest, so you can fold it up, put it in your case after, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ashley came up just a little short of where she wanted to be there, and now she needs the rest.
Speaking of the rest.
Speaking of which.
And they got the moose knuckle one.
They got new Predator ones.
Is that Predator?
The whole cue is a Predator cue as well.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check them out. I never really use them because I'm at ambidextrous, right? So I don't really have to use them.
Yeah. Yeah, I still run into the odd shot, that I just can't. Like I'm bridged over a ball or something lefty.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, I'll get the rest. It's the over top of a ball that I get caught with. But I do remember when I first started playing lefty, I couldn't even draw the ball. And now I can draw the ball. So if I just keep practicing over a ball a little more, I'll get better at it.
You'll
right?
get better at it for sure. Just like any other shot.
Of course. It felt like throwing a ball, like when you throw a ball with your opposite hand and it's like,
yeah.
That's how it felt when I first started playing pool. And I explain it to everybody like that too. And it gets better over time. It really does. Oh, what a pure stroke.
That was a nice shot.
She needs a very small bounce or a very big one. She got a small one.
Yeah, she's small enough to be able to make the shot for sure.
So I think she's just got to pull this one back a little.
Yeah, either that or you got to kind of hit this thicker and then use the left-hand spin to come into the rail slightly, but that makes it a 9 ball a little bit harder.
Yeah,
Drawing back would be easier.
she is going to have a tough shot on the 9 here, I think.
She's opting to go back a little bit.
Yeah, just pull it back a little. Just past the side pocket. A little bounce off the rail. Oh, she plays the full draw. Look out, 10 ball.
Oh, she's good.
What a stroke.
That was a beautiful shot.
2 really powerful strokes in a row there. She's moving it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Meltem on the YouTube wants to know when Ailu Kibaroglu plays. She is playing right now, but they moved that to table 6 because this match is too far behind. She's playing Carolyn Powell right now on table 6.
Yeah, and she's up 1-0 in the first set.
So unfortunately, we will not have coverage of that match.
But we can at least kind of keep you updated. You know, if you're going to keep watching on this stream, we can kind of update you on the score as we go along, or maybe the scores as we go along, right?
That's right. Absolutely.
I mean, there's live updates up there, so you can constantly keep up with it, but we're here to help if you guys need it.
She spears in the 10 to put the first game on the board. That's big for her, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice start to this set.
Yeah, she was down 2-0 in the last set, so important to put the first game on the board. If you're just tuning in, we're at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open in Red Deer, Alberta at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. And we're down to the final 16 here. The winner of this will move on to the final 8 to play later on tonight. The loser will be out, but still making a couple of bucks.
Lots of great players come into the building for this event, and there's been a lot of them that have been eliminated, and it's hard to tell who's going to win it this time around because the favorite, the #1 seed, has been eliminated as well.
The world #1 is out.
Suddenly everybody said, you know what, we got to go after this. We get a chance at first.
That's right. Dry break from Ashley. There's left Joanne this 1 ball. Delicate little shot to get on the 2 next. I think she has to pick the window between the 8-6 to play the 2 in the upper right next.
That 2 ball might go to the side.
Yeah, it's hard to hold it though, right? Too hard to hold the cue ball with that much angle. She played it to absolute perfection. So how about the 310 combo, Rod?
I feel like it's a good one, but I think it all depends on which way she lines up for it.
Yeah, she looks like she's perfect on the 2 to just roll past the 5.
You're not playing this as a two-way shot like earlier when she had a situation like this. This time you're actually going for the win, so you have to make sure that you get on a good angle for the combination.
Yeah, there's definitely no two-way position to be had there.
I feel like maybe you want to be a little bit straighter on the line on this combination, but I guess a little bit of a back cut is all right.
I think all the way to the side rail, small bounce. Yeah, just like this.
Yeah, like that, right? So it's going to give her a pretty straight line. This is
It's
good.
dead straight. She couldn't have landed any better. This is pretty close to where you'd take ball in hand on this combo.
Yeah. You don't really hit this with like crazy power or anything. You can just focus on the contact point and it's going to go in.
So one of the things I always tell myself when I'm playing these combos, because I used to get caught up when I was younger, you just didn't want to leave it over the hole, so I'd hammer it.
Yeah.
But now my thought has changed. If I miss the ball, I'm going to lose anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it hangs there and they play an early combo. They might just run out if I hammer it anyway, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I like to just play it at that sweet speed and just be confident.
That's right. Yeah, you need about a medium stroke on this one.
Yeah, just
good shot.
Give it a little pop. Very nice shot.
We got an even match.
And these ladies are very evenly matched up. #5 and #8 seed in the field.
3-point difference between them in their Fargo rate.
Unbelievable.
One's 6-16, the other one was 6-13.
3 points separating them. They seem to be loving these Apex 9-foots too. They're playing real sweet.
Yeah. Oh. Almost looked like the referee was twerking there.
The tripod got kicked again, at least. It was in between racks while I had an ad up on the screen so you guys won't throw up with the motion. So Joanne to break. All tied up at 1 here in the second set. If she can win this set, she avoids the shootout. If Ashley can win this set.
Oh, that cue ball is going to the side, but it stays up.
Got kicked a little to end up over there, too. It looked like she was safe at first. I don't know if she has the 1 ball here.
Yeah, I had to look at the side view on this one.
Yeah, her cue ball got brutally kicked to almost end up in there. That was vicious. Looks like she's got this.
Really tight, though.
All she needs is the edge, and the 2 is right over the hole, so she doesn't have to do anything crazy here, just avoid some traffic.
As long as it comes across, but it was a pretty tight shot.
Yeah, I guess she didn't like cutting it in. It was too thin.
It worked out all right, though. She's got a nice hook.
I think she just played the safety, yeah.
It could have been, right? Because this lineup is really good, so maybe it was an intentional miss.
Ashley's going to have to go off the left side rail to hit this ball, I think. Unless she has the window between the 4-2. She might be able to make the 1 in the side.
She's looking for it.
Yeah.
She doesn't quite have it, but she's going to have to put some right-hand spin to counter the angle.
This could, yeah, and if she hits it full, it could carry him off the 7 in the side.
You're just hitting to the left side of that first diamond with a lot of right-hand spin.
Yeah, just hit it firm.
Right there.
Oh, a cue ball.
Good hit.
Ooh, just about lost the cue ball there. Good contact, but sold out the shot.
Got a little bit of breathing room on this table now. The 1 ball goes, the 2 ball goes, the 3's chilling by the side. 5 ball, I guess, is about a little bit of the work. Everything else just seems to be in place.
Yeah, the 4 to the 5 will be the key here, I'm sure.
If you guys are enjoying this matchup, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream. The more people that come in to watch the stream, the more people get to appreciate the beautiful play that these ladies are putting on the table. Been a nice little matchup so far.
Somebody was asking what happened with the Brittany and Naomi match. I think they played yesterday.
Yeah, I know Naomi lost, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, Brittany beat her. Naomi did not qualify for the final 16. Brittany is playing on the arena table. I think either already started or just about to start. You can find that on World Billiard TV on YouTube.
Maybe we'll do a score update after this rack.
Absolutely. See where
we got to be at least a few games in by now on every matchup.
Yeah, see where the table 6 matchup is. The one that was supposed to be on here. It looks like Gord has the prize fund here. So first place 18,000, second place 12, third 6th, and then 4th through 8th is going to get 3,000, and 9th through 16th is going to get 1425. That is in US dollars, should be noted.
That's right. So that 18,000 is more like 20 something.
Yeah. If a Canadian wins it, they're rich.
See how I didn't have to figure out what the actual number was? As long as I say 20 something, like I know what the answer is, nobody questions it.
20 something. You sound confident.
Yeah, as long as I say something, it's like, oh, he knows the answer.
He knows.
Yeah, nobody needs to know. We all know.
If you guys want to follow along the bracket, it's on probilliardseries.com.
Oh, it's going to miss the shot. Well, it's going to get a lucky bounce here. The line with the 4.
She sure is.
Wow, and so there we go. Once again, it's coming back around.
Coming back around, circling around. That's kind of what I like about this format, too, is if it does circle around and you happen to win this second set, the luck doesn't matter in the shootout. There is 0 of it.
That's right. Yeah. If there was another rack after that, then there'd be like one of those nasty little tied up racks with all sorts of safeties and breakouts.
Always happens.
Yeah.
Hill, yeah. And thank you, David, for posting the link to the bracket there.
So let's ask the viewers a quick question. If you were to be in a situation where you had to go to the shootout, do you prefer to go first or second? Because we had this conversation over here. We kind of both said first, and over there they said second. But I don't know. It's tough to say, really. I guess it just really just comes down to how you're feeling at the table, right?
So was that the opinion of the World Billiard TV folks, was shoot second?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Gord brings up a really good point here, too. The winner of this event also gets a spot into the 2023 World 10 Ball.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little treat.
That's, yeah, worth more than the 18,000.
That was a beautiful shot. Look at that, man. Nice line on the 4.
Yeah, how does she look to get to the 5 here?
Yeah, that's the tough thing. And if she would have came up a little bit shorter than that, she might even got tempted with a combination there.
And it looks not bad. I think this lays pretty good for her.
Yeah,
just
no,
one rail up.
Oh.
Yeah, and she might scratch here too.
No, don't scratch. That's gonna scratch.
Yeah, that line was just going straight in the drink right away.
Anything but that.
410. 410 combo.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a bit of an effort to get up for that 5, and you still got to do a little bit of work to finish the table.
I've seen Joanne play lots. I think she runs out here.
Yeah.
She's not much of the early win kind of player. I actually like playing the 4 on the side here, to be honest.
You know, I really like that about her. You know, and for myself, like I'm like this. I'm the same way. I don't really like to go for the combinations, but I've been having to force myself to do it now when I play tournaments because I don't know. Sometimes it is the difference in a match.
She's thinking about it now. I like the 4 on the side. Put the cue ball right where she's standing now.
Yeah, and just follow it up, right?
Just follow.
I mean, the table is still there, really, from the 5 to the 6 to the 7 to the 8.
Yeah, there's not much work there.
No,
the 8's close enough to the hole. It's hard to land funny on it.
And it's kind of a risk here, too, because if you don't make it, you know, you're going to hit it with some power, but it's no guarantee that you're not going to end up leaving something for your opponent to maybe hit you back with a combination herself.
There's no two-way to this combination. It's a full blood combination.
Yeah.
Certainly no two-way. I mean, she could draw behind the 7, but I think that just takes away from the percentage of making the combo.
Now, the only reason why I go for this, honestly, is just because I feel like from the 4 to the 5 is a little bit too much. But other than that, the table was nice. She's going to make it.
Drilled it.
2-1. She's taking the lead in the second set.
She looks to be loving this cloth, of course. Dialed right in.
Yeah, for sure. You can see everything there. She's comfortable on the table. It's been a interesting match, you know, because you can see the difference between how they play versus how the average player plays. They've been in so many different situations where a player could have easily broke down, and instead of breaking down, they just keep fighting. They just keep making everything in the pocket and trying their best to win the racks.
Yeah, they're not given an inch either way. Both players fighting very hard.
This is going to be a very important rack now. It could be a 2-2 or it could be a 3-1.
Yeah, big swing in the match. Every game really is in a race to 4, but especially everything after the first game.
And I'm telling you right now, if you guys haven't liked and shared the stream, you want to get people into this rack specifically because this is the one that matters, I feel.
I was wondering what the discussion was. It's just the tablet, the scoring tablet above the table wasn't updating.
Oh.
So they're getting the referee to work it out. Joanne to break up 2-1, racing to 4, trying to avoid the shootout here. She's been smashing this break, hitting it real good.
6 balls going in.
She's made more balls on her break than anybody I've seen play on this table.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's had more consistency than anyone else.
Now, I got to say something here, too, okay? Just like I know everybody's been talking about comparisons and all that, and I'm not really kind of doing it, but I sort of am. She owns a pool hall with diamond tables, so she's gone from playing on a diamond table all the time to switching over to a predator. And you
Mhm.
can see that the adjustment hasn't been hard for her. If anything, she's playing a lot better on this table. And not to say that she doesn't play really good on the diamond, but I'm just saying that this table is not really affecting her game. It's actually complementing her game.
I think it complements her game, yeah. And of course, all the top players there, the best in the world at adjusting to conditions, right?
That's right, yeah.
But she's seemed to really settle in on this predator table. Dialing up a long one here, and not much to be done because even if you pot the 2 and get on the 3, what do you do with the 4? So I think the safety is the right play. And she's playing it. She's not getting safe here, though.
No, it's going to stay over the pocket maybe.
But that's honestly not the worst case scenario. The purple 4 is just in such a bad spot.
Yeah, and then the 5 ain't pretty either.
That's right. And
You're looking
sometimes,
at the combo maybe.
sometimes I try to figure out, like, I don't need to get on the 4. I just need to get somewhere I can play it safe on the 4, right?
Yeah.
But where is the good safe on the 4 here? There's not really any good spots to leave the cue ball to have a good chance at a safety from the 4.
Oh, she's going to focus on making this shot first.
Yeah, she's got to go rail first just to make it, yeah. But I'm honestly thinking neither one of them is in a rush to make it.
No, really. This
Well,
table
Chris
still...
says your mic is a little low.
Oh, mine? I'm just
Could
trying not
be
to scream. Ben told me not to scream.
no screaming allowed. We can always turn it up too a little
And
bit.
I'm telling you, man, when I go stream the team event, you guys are going to be asking me to keep it down from over here.
Well, the nice thing about these mics too, they're so sensitive, right? So if you just turn them up, turn the volume up a little bit, then you can talk a little quieter. We can do golf commentary back here if we had to.
Yeah. Well, that's important, right? As a streamer, as a commentator, you have to watch out for, not distracting the players because you're so close. So
100%. Yeah, and it's hard to be, we don't want to be too far away.
No, yeah.
And we don't always have the ability to carry around the heavy plexiglass streaming
right.
booth to block the sound. So
We'll probably have a better chance of fighting an operator before that.
that's right. Looks like a good shot from Ashley here. Leaked out a little, so Joanne's going to have the edge of this 2-ball. She'll be trying to play a return safe. Probably behind the 7-10 would be the goal here.
Get up there.
All right, behind the 3. She tucked it in there nice.
Nice touch.
She might have left a little edge here too, but there's not a lot you can do with it. You're going to be leaving that ball pretty much near the hole.
Yeah. No, any harder than that, she was going to lose that cue ball.
And Ashley's going to try to get this cue ball behind the 9-8.
Yeah, it just has to skim it. It's all about the spin on this one.
Oh, right around the 9-8 and behind the 7-10.
Oh, that would just be a bonus. Oh, no, runs it to the
Almost.
10.
Still a really good shot.
Yeah, definitely. You're not going to go and cut this ball anyway. But you're obviously going to play a safe or something. I feel like safe is probably the only option.
Yeah, and she has a couple different options of getting the safe. She could try to get the cue ball back down behind the 7-10, maybe put the cue ball behind the 3.
No, just use the same balls for blocker.
Yeah, the 8-9 is huge here too, so good shot.
She's going to leave an edge of that 2-ball, though.
But I don't think enough to cut it in.
No, definitely not. And it's going to be a little bit tougher to play a safety here now because you're going to be going off the left side rail, and there's a small chance you might end up running into that ball on the way up. She might hit this with some power just to try to avoid all of it. Oh, she can almost make it.
Yeah, she was always playing the safe though. But the 2 behind the 8-9, she did well there.
Yeah, that was a nice little lineup.
But did she leave a little window here to make the 2?
So hard to tell, but it looks like it. Yeah, you can see it's like slightly over the pocket, so if she can make it, it's going to be a bit of a challenge on the back cut.
Yeah, she's looking at the rail first, I think.
And if she can make it, though, she's going to bump into that 5-ball, and that's going to open up the table.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a win-win. If you can see it, I'm going for it. If you can't see it, I don't know. Maybe I even get jumped. Maybe I get tempted to do a jump too. Or she can see it, but not enough to make it. And look at this. Here's what we call this, a cannon.
Yeah, cannon or a carom.
possible cannon, but I don't think she
No,
would go for
this
it.
one's a billiard cue ball going into it, right?
Yeah, that's right, billiard.
I thought you meant the 2 off the 10. That would be
No,
a carom.
I was thinking cue ball off the 2 into the 10.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I like that call too.
It's a nice tangent line. It's straight on it.
Well, and the 4 doesn't go, so it's a free shot.
That's right.
Worst case, you miss it, and your opponent just tries to find a safety on the 4 or breakout on the 4, and I'm going to let them try.
Yeah.
It's a
She never
possible.
considered it, though.
Could she draw back and bank the 4? Bank the 4 on the side?
You know, I'm not a banker, man, so you're asking the wrong guy, but I feel like if I was a banker, that's what I would do.
Marvin Jenkins in the house. It is
Oh.
Ben, indeed, on the mic, sitting in with Rod Arriagata.
Well, she's missed the 3 ball, but it's gone in the pocket, and now like, Joanne has the option here to be able to give her back the table, but she definitely won't.
No, she can't. I think Joanne has to go for this bank. I mean, there is a little safety, but the way Joanne plays, she'll be banking at this ball.
Yeah, so this one, you know, you can still make. You just have to kind of increase the speed on the shot. And you're going to probably bounce that flat ball up a little bit. The cue ball might come back to the middle of the table, but you should still have a shot.
Oh, I thought she hit it really good.
Yeah, no, she hit that mint, and everything else kind of worked out the way I thought, right? The cue ball to the middle, 5 to the top.
Just caught the horn in the side pocket and went in the wrong hole.
And they both did that just now, right? They both missed a shot and they went to a different pocket.
Yeah. Melton, once again, Ailu is playing on table 6.
Oh, we were going to do an update. We didn't do it. Let's focus on
I don't
that
think the rack ever ended yet, but
one. Oh, okay, yeah.
3-1 Ailu on table 6 over Carolyn Powell. She doesn't play next on the stream. That's some misinformation there, Philip. This match is way behind. The match before this went way behind, so.
Yeah, they just moved that match over, so it wasn't going to be on the TV table. It was going to be on a different table instead.
Yeah, they're over on table 6 already playing.
She's going to miss that 7 ball, and she's going to leave the 7 ball, but it's going to be a shot where John's going to be shooting over the 10, and there's a little bit of room here for maybe swerving the ball a bit on the shot. What do they call it? Squirting the ball?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you're elevated over a ball. Used to call it squirt for a long time, and now they call it deflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do the British call it?
Squirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they laugh at our terminology there because they say screw, we say squirt. You know?
Right.
Roof. Raff.
Easy to overcut that ball, just like she did. Trying to just play a little touch of siding.
Yeah, and this is going to be, you know, a bit of a tough shot too. I mean, it's makeable, but it's under pressure perhaps.
I think Ashley bears down and puts this one away.
She
Just a
had
matter
some
of
really
where
good
she.
shots earlier.
Where does she land on the 8 though?
You probably have to check out the side view after, but maybe it goes to the side.
Supadra asking if Carolyn playing now or on another table or playing next. She's playing right now on another table. They couldn't afford to wait for this one to open up.
Oh, she's left the shot over the pocket as well, so Joanne's going to have a chance here now to get on the hill.
I think the 8 goes on the side.
Yeah, definitely
Certainly.
goes to the side.
So she doesn't need to play it into the corner. Otherwise, that might be a little bit trickier. Should be able to spin this one nice and heavy. Wants a right spin, maybe a touch of bottom even. Just like that.
Yeah, side was always there.
Well, she'd love to keep this cue off the rail, which she does. Sounds like some claps over there from the arena table. Make sure you guys go check that out too. They're streaming on World Billiard TV on YouTube. Supadra, there is no stream on Carolyn's match, unfortunately.
She's going to have to kind of pop this through just for the 9 ball to the top left corner. Maybe follow it through even.
Yeah.
She did. And this is a bit of a challenge here too because, you know, it's a back cut on the 9, which is not a problem, but she's got to be able to come draw off the cushion for the 10 or follow through a couple rails for the 10. But either way, you know, you're even if you go follow through here, there's a little bit of a forced shot here because you're trying to get that extra shape for the 10. She's gonna try to drive back maybe off the rail.
Gotta watch the side pocket a little bit here too.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
she
going off the rail.
wiggled it in there. I thought that ball was gonna stay up.
That was a greatly executed shot. Just missed the scratch as well and got perfect shape on the 10 ball.
What a big shot this is to get on the hill.
Yeah.
Joanne Ashton trying to get to the final 8.
You kind of have to slow down here a little bit because you're feeling pumped after that shot.
She's pretty good at keeping her rhythm and not letting those kind of things get to her. But yeah, I agree. It's almost better to just do a lap around the table or something there, right?
But you can see that she's comfortable in that spot because she just got down and made it like it was all business. She's on the hill.
No problem for Joanne Ashton. They're playing with the Arcos 2 balls. Beautiful ball set. Super responsive. I think these pool balls play the way pool balls are supposed to play. Like when you hit it with siding and when it comes off the rail, it just reacts the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking at getting your hands on a sweet set of those, you can send us a message or shoot us an email, qsportslive@gmail.com, as well as all the other great stuff from Predator. Joanne to break to try to take this one down. And she's been just crushing this break, hitting it really, really good. Let's see if she's got one more in her. Will be her last break in this match. Oh, she hit it real good. She's not going to make a ball, but she's also not going to leave a shot on the 1.
Yeah, no, it's a good break. She does have the option to push out here, though, so she doesn't have to try to hit the 1. And what would you do here, Ben, for a push?
Yeah, I like where she's looking over there, near the 6 and leave the jump. And the thing is, they can make the jump, but can they get shape on the 2? Probably not.
Probably not.
So they'll probably give it back, and I'll probably be the one trying to do it, but I'd rather do it than they do it.
Yeah, that's a good shot. It's really well thought out.
Yeah. The only other thing that could have made that slightly better, and I just kind of noticed it, was maybe push the 6 over the side a little more to block off some of the 3.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was that important. I don't think it would have mattered that much because there still would have been a combo. 3 goes on the other side, bottom left, bottom right, top left, every other pocket, right?
Yeah. And now I feel like if she would have left this cue ball a little bit close to the rail, maybe Joanne passes it back. But because it's off the rail, it allows you to get comfortable behind the jump.
You almost hope they don't pass it back because this is tricky to get shape on the 2. You got to not only make the 1, you got to run this one around off a couple of rails to get to the 2.
I feel like you can't slow roll this. You have to go around. For sure.
And you're going to be shooting like a tricky little back cut on the 2, right?
Oh, look at this, though. Tic-tac. Oh, no.
What a shot, though. What a great pot.
That was a
from
beautiful
Joanne.
jump.
We got to see a little bit of the air rush there. That thing gets over the ball so easy, so effortless.
Yeah, everybody that I've seen in Manitoba and Winnipeg that has one of those, man, I don't like leaving them jump shots. It's like just giving them ball in hand.
No doubt. There wasn't a lot that Ashley could do after that break. A lot of times you do just have to push to that jump with tough shape and hope that they don't execute it. Sometimes they will. But a lot of times you just got to gamble that it doesn't go right for them.
A little bit of extra eight will be perfect, but she's going to leave a shot on the 2. My man, David Twig from Scotland. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, approximately $1,500 US difference in this match. And moving on into the final 8. And yeah, Larry, I agree. Arcos is better than the Super Aramith Pro. And Richard, the 2 and the 3 rule on the corners is more of a rule for when we're racking for ourselves in tournaments. That's to prevent players from maybe racking them at the top or putting them in the same favorable spot every time. So with the referee racking, we don't need to have the 2 and the 3 in the corner. The ref will rack random every time anyway.
That's right. That was a bad bounce off the 3. She was going to have a nice little safety there, but instead she's left the 2 ball open. We're just looking at safety here once again. Yeah, I can't see anything else here. Maybe it's just a safety.
think the 10-8 is huge here.
Yeah, it's a nice little window there for blocking.
Tuck the cue ball up underneath the 10-8. Should cut off a lot of stuff happening. You can also just bank the 2 way up table.
Yeah.
I think she's going to
Looks
lay
like
down
she's
a good
put it
one
in.
here.
Yeah, she's using the blocker over there on that side.
Oh, and she might have left a little window, but the 2 is...
Oh, I think she's got just the perfect window to it.
What are the odds you leave a window between the 9-4 and a window between the 8-10 for the cue ball?
That's crazy.
She had so many balls to hide behind. I feel like that was super unlucky.
Well, it is and it isn't because, you know, they're just getting even from earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, too, because she had a couple of favorable rolls.
That's right. That's how it started. That's when she got that commanding 2-0 start.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she missed, it wasn't that she was getting lucky all the time, but every time she missed, she was leaving tough spots and sometimes hooked.
Yeah, sometimes hooked, sometimes just really tricky, right?
Yeah.
She took full advantage of it, though. That's half the battle.
Yeah, you know, Ashley Burrows did an incredible job there to be able to keep up in all the situations. She never once got frustrated. She just kept trying to hit the ball, and she did. I think every time she hit the ball.
Yeah, which was impressive, you know. It's easy to get shook up.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, this was not going to be where she wanted it.
No, but, you know, she'll figure something out here.
Couple of safety options. She could roll through and put the cue ball near the 7, or she could maybe play the cue ball behind the 9.
Yeah, I'm thinking the safety too, but I remember earlier she took a nasty back cut. She might get tempted to do that here too. I don't think it's going to be beneficial to do it though.
No, I don't think it's on that well. And there's also a combo, but that's kind of just too risky. I mean, her back's up against the wall here, so you never know what a player might do when they're pushed to the limit.
I think the safety is the way we're going to go on this one.
Oh, and I kind of like the way she played this too. Just lots of separation.
Did she call the 10 ball?
There's no way she called it.
Oh, that's the worst thing. I would have just called the 10 ball just in case.
Yeah, I know, and you got to always call a ball just in case. She probably thought it wasn't going anywhere near there.
No, and she's kind of lucky, though, because she was trying to play that shot to set up for a combo if she got a ball in hand, and she actually would have left the combo.
I think a lot of her thought there was just kind of leave the 4 near the 8. And if she did happen to be hidden behind the 7 or the 9, then that's a bonus.
Yeah.
But I think the safety was just pretty tough to execute perfectly, so she was trying to contain the 4, and it just got lost on her a little bit.
And now if you look at this layout, like Joanne has a really great chance here to be able to finish this table because after the 4, the 5 is waiting for the side. The angle from there to get onto the 6 is not going to be a hard time. Once you make that 6, the 7 is waiting for you as well.
It was really all about that one good shot, and I think she's got a nice angle here to maybe get to the 6 and the side next.
That might have to be the case, yeah. See, I'm looking at the corner just like she's
Yeah,
looking, but that's going to be tougher to get to from here.
Yeah, she would have to elevate.
Can you check the side view? I just want to see if she's got any kind of a weird angle on this. Looks like she's got a pretty straight line to the side pocket.
Yeah, it almost looks too straight. She'd rather have a little angle, I think.
That's right. I don't think she's going to be able to get up for that. She might have to settle for a bank side on the 6. Or force the draw shot, which is going to make it a little bit more missable. However, if she's straight, all you got to do is just make the good contact, and it should draw back naturally about a foot from the speed of the claws.
She's just going to roll it. But I think the cue ball goes past the 10. Yeah. And now this is pretty thin.
Can you go to side view again so we can see how close it is to the pocket? That's really close to the pocket. You can see
I think
that.
she's beating the scratch, but I think she's catching the horn. And that's going to bring the cue ball more towards us.
Yeah,
more towards the bottom of the table.
Not by much though, because it shouldn't go bounce crazy. It should just bounce maybe about 6-7 inches off the cushion. Excuse me.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't overhit it. And I think you do want to hit this at like not a super slow pace, but kind of just that medium pace to make sure your line stays straight. Big shot here.
Nice.
Look
cut.
out. Look out. Look out.
Oh, no.
What are the odds she catches the horn and goes straight across? The odds of that happening are pretty slim. She hit it really, really good.
What a beautiful shot, man. That was a beautiful shot.
And Ashley gets a second life. She must have been thinking when she saw that 6 ball go in that she was in big trouble.
This isn't quite easy yet. You're playing the full stretch of the table here, back and forth. Excuse me.
Rod's losing his voice too, just like me. I just turn it down so they don't get all the static.
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely need some honey. Oh, no, she missed the shot.
This is all but over now. That was most likely her last shot in this tournament.
It was, like I said, it was a tough table still because she had to try to find a way to get back up to the table for the 9, then back up for the 10, right?
Well, she kind of misplayed the 7 from ball in hand. She needed to get a little closer to straight, but I still didn't expect that ball to rattle. I thought she hit it pretty good.
Well, that's the one thing that I noticed about this table. You know, sometimes the shot just looks so, like, easy, but then it'll just spit the ball right out, you know. Got to pay attention to the shots like that and that angle.
Oh, and Joe judged the slide to perfection there. It was easy to let that slide get you.
Almost like the 8 ball was never on the table.
Right. She did super well there, and now one more ball to shape to get herself into the final 8. Joanne Ashton bringing it in this tournament. I love to see it.
Gotta feel for Ashley, though, man. She's been fighting the odds, you know. She's been getting in some bad spots, and she's just done her best to stay focused and do her best to get back in the match.
Definitely she hasn't had the better of the roles, but she's fought extremely hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Still not over yet. Joanne's
Absolutely.
got a really tricky 10 ball here with the cue ball right on the rail.
This is uncomfortable, man. There's going to be a little bit of deflection on this shot.
Yeah, you got to hit this one like as middle as you possibly can. If you catch a little bit of the side, like Rod says, it's going to deflect.
And you know she's thinking about what this means right now. It's not like every other ball.
No, this is, she knows this is for the win. Trying to stay in the moment is one of the hardest things about pool.
There's a reset. There's one of the outside thoughts right there.
Yeah, exactly. And look at her just approach super straight, you know? Something these ladies are so good at.
Gotta watch for body movement here.
Joe to get into the final 8.
She's gonna make it. Wow.
What a match from Joanne there, and she gets herself into the final 8.
She played so great in this match. I mean, the score doesn't really relate this story, but both players were really playing an amazing game. It was such a strong game all around.
Good strategy, a little safety play here and there, some jumping, some kicking, some banking. We had a little bit of everything there. They both broke huge. I thought they both broke really well.
Yeah, they both did. And I thought, like, you know, they both, you know, played the game the right way. It's just a couple of things, you know, little rolls that just didn't go the way that they expected, and then some turnovers or, you know, situations like that.
And that's how pool is in a nutshell, right? Congratulations to Ashley Burrows, though, finishing top 16 in a really tough field.
Yeah, this was a tough field. There was a lot of players that came into this tournament that weren't even ranked, and there were some big surprises in this field. I'm telling you, it was a tough field, and they've done well to get as far as they've gone.
So our next match here on the Q Sports live stream table will be at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. That's going to be between Amber Chen and Tamami Okuda. Until then, you guys can head on over to the World Billiard TV YouTube channel and check out the match going on there. Maybe we can give a quick score update on what's happening there too.
Yeah, and if you tune in around 7 o'clock and you watch on that stream, you're going to see me in the bleachers in the background.
That's right.
We got a monster match at 7 o'clock. Allison Fisher, Kyoko Sone, is that how you say her last name?
Kyoko Sone, yeah, very good.
Such an impressive player, Kyoko. We got to watch her in the first stream, man. Nice form.
So just a couple other updates around the room before we head out. Kristina Zlateva beat Rapero Garcia 4-2-4-2. And the match that was scheduled for this table, but they moved it over to table 6, Ailu Kibaroglu is leading 1-0 in the second set over Carolyn Powell after winning the first set 4-1 over Carolyn.
She's got a great start. I think I might go take a little peek to see how good this lady's playing.
I'm thinking I will too. I watched her play a little bit earlier, and she's fantastic. If you guys are looking for the draw, it's on ProBilliardSeries.com. Quick shout out to all the sponsors of the Pro Billiard Series: Arcadia Performance Cloth, Kamui, Medalla Premium Light, Predator, of course, the one and only Predator, Rums of Puerto Rico, Alpha Coin, Cybert's Billiard Supply, CSI, Kamui, And, of course, Jam Up Apparel we got, as well as Q Sports Live.
Those
doing
guys
the
are
dirty
really
work.
trying to do some hard work this week, I'm telling you. Somebody give that guy Rod a break.
Right? Rod deserves a break, yeah.
Nah, it's all good, man. I'm going to go scream on the other side. I think these guys kind of miss my shouting.
They might miss your shouting, yeah. And that'll be, you can find that on our Q Sports Live Facebook page. Rod will be streaming over on the 7-foot tables over there. The 8-ball teams is underway.
Sonia González says, excelente transmisión. Gracias, grandes jugadoras, para ver buen billar. Pool saludos de Colombia. So she's saying, excellent transmission. Thank you for the great play. It was some great pool, and hello from Colombia.
Awesome.
That's a little bonus about being Spanish, I guess, right?
That's a little bonus about having you in the booth, yeah.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure, man. I'll see you guys later when I get on my stream.